Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video is one of my favorites. It's going to be another Sophisticated Saturday, and if you've been here before, you know exactly what that means. Together we're going to work through my to-do list, which I already have written out. You'll see that I'm going to bake a peanut butter and banana cake. That is hopefully going to be really good. It has frozen yogurt in it, so probably gonna get started with that first since it needs to go into the freezer for a while. And I have some other cleaning to do in my bathroom. Of course, after making a mess in the kitchen, I'm gonna clean my floors and a bunch of other stuff. So if you're ready for it, let's jump right into the video.
I've been alone for what seems like forever. Try to hold it together, but I'm losing my grip. I need someone who can make me feel better.
The first thing I want to get going, because it's going to take a while, is this peanut butter frozen yogurt cake. The cake is made in a loaf pan, and then I end up slicing it into 3 separate parts and layering one layer with some frozen yogurt and another layer with a banana mixture, and then topping it with some white chocolate peanut butter ganache. So I'm going to start by making the cake, and I feel like this recipe is maybe a little bit on the healthier side of things, if that's possible for a cake, but it starts with some freeze-dried bananas that I'm putting in the food processor to make a fine powder. And I'm using a mix of regular flour and whole wheat flour, adding some baking powder as well as some salt, and mixing all of that together.
I fade away every day you're not with me. Maybe now that you.
So I'm sure you guys have seen, if you've watched my Sophisticated Saturdays before, the fact that I love to cook or bake something in most of these videos, because that's definitely what I'm doing on the weekends. I find my happy place in the kitchen for sure, and really, really love baking. I do love cooking as well, but baking really makes me happy, and it's a fun pastime for me. And it's also kind of nice for us to have like a fun treat every week. I like to try and bake one thing maybe every week or every other week. So that's why you often see me baking something on the weekends and on Saturdays. And I always like to try new things. Of course, I want to hone in on my favorites and really get good at making certain things, but I have no fear of trying new things. So this cake was completely new, and I was excited to give it a try. The first layer I'm making is the banana layer, and honestly this is like a banana nice cream if you've ever had that before. It's just blended bananas with some vanilla extract and honey, and this on its own just tastes like really good banana ice cream, but a healthier version of course, because it's mostly just bananas. So I'm making that and then going to put it into a freezer safe container and freeze it so it gets nice and firm while I make the rest of the cake. I'm doing best to clean as I go. When I was growing up and I would bake at home, my mom would always say how much she loved that I loved to bake and loved that I loved to make different treats, but she always hated the mess that I made in the kitchen every single time I baked. So I'm trying to learn and get better and trying to clean up as I go if possible. So now that I have this first round of the cake kind of done and in the oven, and that banana nice cream is in the freezer setting, I'm going to take this opportunity to do the first round of dishes.
I can't afford to let you in. But we're bad, so what's the harm in one more sin? Take off your halo. You're beautiful. I don't care if it tears me apart. We couldn't let go from the get-go. I think we're past trying to hide who we are. Baby, I don't mind you calling. I'm still awake in my bed. Saying the things you shouldn't be saying.
It's time to check on the cake. As usual, I'm going to insert a toothpick to make sure that it comes out clean, to know that my cake is done, and let it cool while I head to the bathroom to do some cleaning in there. This little shelf was an absolute mess. My husband had some of his stuff on there. My stuff was not even sitting on the shelf, so I'm going to rearrange it a little bit and refill my body wash because it was completely empty. I bought this giant container of Neutrogena body wash from Costco, and it's almost out, so I'm going to empty it out and then be able to toss this bottle. That's one of the reasons that I like to decant my bathroom products, and any product really in general, is so that I can buy products in bulk. I'm actually also testing out a new shampoo and conditioner right now. It's Puracy brand, and the first containers that I bought are in a small plastic bottle. But if I do like it and decide to repurchase it, they sell the shampoo and conditioner in a larger bulk container that's more like a little bag, so it saves plastic, and I can buy that instead of buying plastic bottles every single time and just refill it into my containers I keep in the bathroom. While I'm on a roll, I'm going to start refilling a few other things like my cotton rounds and my Q-tips.
You're a guilt trip, feeding me with all these lies. I feel sick. You're a bad choice that I made 5 years ago.
I just marked off the fact that I finished cleaning the bathroom. It always feels so good to cross something off of my to-do list. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. But now that that's marked off, I'm going to cut my cake into thirds, and we're going to build it in that loaf container. So I'm going to get a new piece of parchment paper, so hopefully it pops out pretty easily, and put the first layer in the bottom. And then I'm going to prep the frozen yogurt layer, which is literally just vanilla frozen yogurt and a little bit of honey. You could probably skip this step, but the cake itself has that whole wheat flour and feels healthier, so it does help to have a little bit more sweetness in there.
Sometimes, why'd you leave me be? I know I'm a mess, but I don't need you to tell me. I can't change the things that happen. I know my head's not right.
In goes the first layer of frozen yogurt. I probably should have let it sit out just a tiny bit longer on the countertop so it could spread a little bit easier, but pushing on it over and over again and scraping it around, I finally got it. Then I'm just going to stick the next layer on and top it with that banana nice cream that I did let sit out just enough time so it was pretty easy for me to spread. And then I'm going to add the top layer on top of that. I'm going to put it back in the freezer while I make the white chocolate peanut butter ganache because I don't want any of that to start melting. I want it to start to get firm. So I'm adding my white chocolate into the microwave, getting that melted, adding in peanut butter, and then just plain regular Greek yogurt and mixing it all together. This was probably my most favorite of the 3 layers, and I'm sure that's because it was the least healthy of the 3. And my favorite layers in order probably go from least healthy to most healthy. I like the white chocolate peanut butter ganache the most, like I said. Then that vanilla frozen yogurt with the honey. How could you not like that? And then I do love the banana nice cream type layer, but It's the least decadent of the three.
"6:30 in the morning, you wake me up to have a conversation and inform me about how I make you feel inside."
So I'm letting that set in the freezer and continuing to clean up as I go, making my mom proud.
Dizzy now from the way you bum me out. I know that you wanted me to be someone I'm not. Give you all my love and never mess it up. But I won't be pretending that I have some hidden love. For you, baby, I'm done. I'm just done. Because I'm way too passive-aggressive for you, babe. I know that I can't be two-faced, but I won't feel like you do, babe. You know I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk about mistakes. It's not like you'll get a retake. I'll never feel like you do, babe. Even if I try to, even if I try to.
Now we can cross off that I made the cake and cleaned the kitchen. I'm going to head into my office. I'm starting an audiobook, The Vanishing Half, for my book club at work. It's kind of nice that we're still working remote and we can connect with this book club together and still have something that's casual. I find so often working remote that most of the interactions that I have are very professional and there is a purpose to every meeting. So it's nice to have one meeting on my calendar about every 6 weeks where we just get to chat and catch up and talk about a book. So as I'm listening, I'm working on some label orders that I got from my website. This one was a very custom order. You'll see that the labels are super, super small. I don't typically sell labels that are this small. I sell labels that are small, medium, and large size. And I feel like these are extra, extra small, which takes a ton of time and work to get them perfect and to make sure that they turn out just the way I want them. If there's ever something special that you're interested in, something really large or something smaller, you can always just send me an email or a note on my website. Watching this back, though, makes me realize why I don't love to do extra, extra small labels, because I am seeing myself completely hunched over as I'm weeding these and putting the transfer tape on because I don't want to miss a single thing. I'm clearly time-lapsing a lot of this, but you can see how much work goes into making each and every one of these labels.
'Cause I'll never feel like you do. Because I'm way too passive-aggressive for you, babe. I know that I can't be two-faced, but I won't feel like you do, babe. You know I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk about mistakes. It's not like you get a retake. I'll never feel like you do, babe. Even if I try to, even if I try to, even if I try to.
Now that that order is done, I'm going to catch up on some emails and some other computer work that I had to do. Next up is mopping the floors. I love mopping the floors on the weekends. I feel like it's the final touch to a clean space for me. It's something that you can't do really until everything else is clean. To mop your floors, everything needs to be picked up off of the floors. Hopefully you sweep or vacuum before you mop. So you have to do that first. It feels like that finishing touch and it makes the whole apartment smell so good. I've gotten a lot of questions recently about what products I use when I mop, like what am I squeezing on the floor? So here I'm showing you I'm using the Method Squirt Mop. I just finished up my almond scent, which is meant for wood surfaces. That's what I typically like to use in my main living space area. And I like to use this spearmint scent in my bathrooms, but because I'm out of it, I am just using the spearmint scent all over the main living room as well as the bathrooms. Not a big deal. But like I said, both of the scents smell so good and make the entire apartment smell great.
Early mornings in your bedroom, waking up with you by my side, looking so beautiful. Yeah, I got high when I met you, got me way up.
This spin mop is also one of my favorite products. It works so well, and I love having a spin mop because I feel like it really does clean the floors a lot better than another spray mop type system. I used to have a Bona, and you could take the pad off of it and put it into the washing machine and clean it, but I felt like it wasn't really cleaning the way that a true mop, like a spin mop, does, where you're getting the water and you can wring it out. I am clearly wringing mine out multiple times through this living space, and I can see the dirt coming out of it. So I can see that I'm getting a deeper clean than I was getting with that Bona mop. That's the last of the cleaning. I'm going to mark it off of my to-do list and give this cake a try. I'm so excited. It does look pretty cool. Those layers aren't perfectly even, but I think it looks good.
Got a lot of demons up in my brain. Got a lot of bad thoughts giving me pain. I'm afraid to show you what's underneath, 'cause I don't wanna let you down. Let you down, let you down, let you down, 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 let you down.
Thanks so much for joining me today on this Sophisticated Saturday. The day's not over, so I'm gonna try and get in a workout now and then probably go enjoy some more of that peanut butter and banana frozen yogurt cake. It is delicious. So if you guys like this video and like my Sophisticated Saturdays, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below letting me know that you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, I will see you guys later.